Hey everyone, Edward West Summers. I'm gonna have to start this video over again. I'd been doing a video and then stuff got messed up. So anyway, so what the deal was, so like I said, things had been rough the past couple of days. Things have been getting better now. And we're now staying at our cousin's, so that's really cool and it's been nice. Um, and I saw the Ruby Volume 6 premiere, and that's been pretty good. And I really like that it's improved the story and whatnot. Or the plot's moving forward is what I said. Anyway, so I was talking about the Daredevil. This is on Rachel Hollick's Daredevil Netflix Season 3 review. And this was comments I wrote pointing out. And this is what I've been saying. This is what I said in my last video about with that if any of the anti-SJWs, if they think that it's ridiculous that one of their supposed own had gone crazy or said racist stuff, well, here's one of them right here. So anyway, so there's people and they were writing about, like, there wasn't any SJW crap. Coloco84 wrote, what SJW crap? I didn't know, saying 73 people liked the comment. So there's all of, like, there's more likes from comments that are saying there wasn't any SJW stuff in it. So, yeah. So my first post, I was replying to Osterman. Anyway, so I said I just did a video on my channel, saying that some of the anti-SJWs have lost by taking one little thing, even subtle things that aren't really SJW, and blowing it out of proportion to the point of saying that the whole damn thing is on SJW. The only thing people keep mentioning was that a character said the words fake news. 2 words and suddenly it's SJW. This is again ridiculous. Sonoy Med replied to me saying there's really some high levels of paranoia. Anti-SJWs are reaching the same level of insanity as SJWs. Seriously, being mad just because Nadeem was Indian. He literally was an FBI agent who happened to be Indian. And then I replied, I said the character didn't even say or do anything remotely SJW. It's like you said, he's an FBI agent who just so happened to be Indian. And the stuff regarding the politics incorporated this season, it was more about having the politics fit within the narrative and be compelling. I mean, like I said in my recent video, Watchmen was very into politics, but was still a very gripping, compelling story, and one of the biggest received and most infamous graphic novels to date. No one in the 80s complained that it was SJW. So Dimitri Raimundo, this is the guy right here who really jumped the gun and kept saying, and he got racist. I told him that he literally, I say racist, I pulled out the racist card, not because of SJW, like that I'm an SJW, which is not true. The only reason why I pulled out the, oh, you're a racist card is because he literally used a racist term for the Indian actor. So he starts off with, if you don't realize that Daredevil and Punisher were both SJW propaganda, then you are a libertard NPC. I wrote, how? Tell me how they're SJW, maybe I'll take you seriously. But calling me, someone who hates forced SJW BS, a liberal NPC? That's ridiculous. Comments like yours are just proving that some anti-SJWs have gone just as crazy as the SJWs. He then replies, you've been brainwashed by the SJWs if you can't see the propaganda. You are just a SJW communist. He misspelled communist. This is almost like I'm arguing with, like I'm trying to point out something to a 6-year-old. Communist NPC, I'll give one very big obvious point. They made one of the main characters a non-white. They made the leading FBI agent a fucking racist term right there. I'm not even going to say that. And white males like Dex and Fisk are white privilege oppressing him. It's blatant as day, you worthless scumfuck SJW retard. And I replied back to him. I put 3 posts right there. Lots of shows have had a diverse cast, and any of them spewing SJW agendas and are any of them spewing SJWs in their SJW agendas in their writing? No. And once again, I'm not an SJW. Just go to my channel and you'll see the videos I've done of me condemning them. But seriously, Daredevil Daredevil went SJW merely because they had an Indian actor as a lead that season? I can't stop laughing how pathetic your argument is. You say I'm a brainwashed SJW, but in reality I'm not, and you just keep saying these things because you hate that an Indian actor was a lead this season. If that's your only case, then it honestly makes you look racist. And I added, I said, also, the reason why I can't see the propaganda could be because there isn't any in the season to begin with, and you believe one non-SJW thing, like, say, having an Indian actor as a lead this season is SJW, and you blow it out of proportion by saying it's SJW when in reality it's not. The reason why Ray, said Indian character, was in the position he was in was because Fisk was trying to take back the criminal underworld, and Ray couldn't do anything because he and or his family would be killed. His race was not brought up, not once, after he was in the position he was in by himself or by anyone else. If the character had been white or any other race, it would be the exact same way. He would be in the same position. It wouldn't be anything to do with his race. And honestly, you can have interesting stories told with characters of diversity. Daredevil Season 3 has a great story that is on par with the first two seasons and doesn't have any forced stuff. And just focus on telling a great story with great characters. You want to bitch about shows going full on SJW? Go rant about Supergirl and or Flash. I heard they went full on with the forced girl power crap. And and I don't mind girl power, but like when you have it like completely take over a show, like oh, I'm badass because I'm female. Real badasses don't say that, male or female. Anyways, but forced girl power, but even if you ignore it on Supergirl and Flash, they're still both shit because they're shitty CW shows with bad writing. Bye, racist. And then he wrote, man, the language on this guy. Bye, anti-white SJW libertard NBC cuck. When the white revolution happens, look forward to seeing you SJW style. What the hell? What the hell? The white revolution? What the fuck what is this? What is this? And then I replied, I wrote, right there. I make a good statement stating facts about the show and how it's not SJW. Something an SJW would never do is state facts. I misspelled that. I wrote state facts, and you call me an SJW anyway. You are just as bad as the SJWs out there in this world. I legit feel so sorry for you. This, like, oh my gosh, like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, going, like, on the gun and say, oh, it's SJW, oh, it's SJW. This is what, like, if people take anything like that, the showrunner might just end up, like, if viewership drops, Daredevil is a great show. It's one of the best superhero shows on TV right now, or on like, streaming or whatever. And these people, oh my gosh, I veer more towards anti-SJW, but I only, like, I'm not this crazy about this. I'm not this crazy. I'm not going to go and say any one little thing is SJW. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so mad. Not at the SJWs. I'm already mad at them with the other crap that they're ruining. But I'm going to be so mad at the anti-SJWs if they have people drop viewership on Daredevil and Daredevil gets canceled. I will be so mad because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going back into the Arrowverse. Other than crossovers, Black Lightning, and Batwoman, I don't care about Arrow anymore. I don't care about, like I said, that's what I'm saying. I don't care about Arrow because with Felicity and all that crap. I don't care about Arrow anymore. I don't care about Flash because honestly, I've said this, I've made it clear across Discord and all my other stuff. I fucking hate Barry Allen. I really hate Barry Allen. And and even when I'm trying to avoid that hatred and just watch the show gets so inconsistent with its writing, and the show Even, like, I put my hatred of that character to the side just so I could watch the show. And the show, and this isn't my biased hatred for Harry, or for Barry, not Harry, for Barry. I have made this clear. The show turned to shit after, like, right after they did Flashpoint. It wasn't Flashpoint itself, other than the fact that it should have been 8 episodes. I wanted to see Barry suffer. I wanted to see him not necessarily suffer, but I wanted to see on his petty little selfish bitch face, I wanted to see him realize that the actions he did when he went back in time to save his mom were negative. But it was basically his wet dream. It was everything he ever wanted. There was no, I understand they couldn't do Batman, they couldn't do Wonder Woman, they couldn't have any of the other core characters in it. But I wanted to see the world at war just because he got his mom back. So the ultimate version of it, if you want to see the real Flashpoint, go buy the animated movie. Ignore CW's trash take on it. But even if you ignore that. Like, even if you put that aside, Savitar was that villain that season was some of the shittiest writing, and it was horrible. And season 4 didn't even really improve that much. But that's what I'm saying. Arrow I dropped, Flash I dropped, Supergirl I thought some of the stuff wasn't too forced, but I kind of wish it would kind of tone down some of its political whatever stuff. If you're gonna bring in a transgender character, that's fine. I mean, I would at least like it if they were a badass and really cool, instead of just making a big deal about that they're transgender and whatnot. I don't mind transgender characters. I'm don't force it. Don't force it. And it just, but that's what I'm saying, is that, like I said, I dropped that. I never really got into Legends of Tomorrow. But, I'll still be watching Black Lightning. I'll be watching season 2. And I'll be checking out Batwoman when that comes out. Might even watch it live, maybe. I don't know. But the main point I'm trying to say is that, if you're gonna call out, this is what I've said, and that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna call out SJW crap, at least be accurate. When you say, this normal show, some of these people, they take normal stuff, shows with no agenda, and they will say it's SJW. Any one tiny thing. It's to the point now, neither side. I don't want the SJWs winning, but if the anti-SJWs are, if some of them are going to be going on the crazy gun and saying all this stuff, making up, saying, this is going to SJW, that's going to SJW, no one's going to win. I wish people would realize that. No one's going to win. I just can't. This frustrates me to no end. And but this, whatever. Even with, when I watched Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, I saw season 1. I'm admitting this, Dimitri Raymundo, if you're seeing this, I'm admitting this, Dimitri. With Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, there was one little line in one of the scenes about beating the white patriarchy. It was a tiny scene. It was a small little scene. But I watched the whole season, and this was a show. This is if you ignore that one little thing, it didn't even really push it. It was just there, you know? And I'm if you ignore it, this is a great show. This is that's what one person said, that it was the successor to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I agree. I think it is I think it has kind of the same tone. Like funny, but kind of, it gets dark at times, it gets funny, and it has a good balance, and it has a lot of great actors as the characters. And then one of the actors who plays Aunt Hilda is she played Etta Candy in Wonder Woman. And then the actress who plays Sabrina, she voiced Jinora on Legend of Korra. So, and you have a good cast. So, and like you have a great cast, you have and I'm really looking forward to season 2. I don't know if I'm ever going to watch Riverdale though. I don't know, cuz I've heard lots of things about Riverdale. It's not SJW things, just like it's just cringy and bad. But I might be open to seeing it as insurance in case of have another comic universe I can look forward to if Netflix's deal with Marvel goes sour. Anyways, I really want to finally do a video that's under 20 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here. This is Edward West Summers, Fierce Crimson Witch, or Fierce Crimson Speedster, signing out. And I'll be doing some more videos here too. Also, I forgot to do my Halloween, my little mini Halloween, like Happy Halloween Everyone videos. So, it's very late, because I think it's November 6th, I believe. I can't even keep up with dates anymore. So I'm just gonna say this now. To all of my 31... Oh, it's November 7th, okay. To all of my 31... 31 subscribers, or 32. I need to... Let me check my channel. I don't want to be wrong, because y'all are really cool, and y'all have been commenting and stuff, and I really appreciate that. I want to make sure I have the right number, because I'm saying this now, each and every one of you count. Each and every one of you count. Let's check it on my phone. Each and every one of you count. just keep commenting and liking and sharing and subscribing, everyone. Let me type in my channel name on my phone. Okay. Corey, that's 32 subscribers. So, I was slightly off at first. Okay, so 32 subscribers. So to all of my 32 subscribers, thank you so much. And I wish you all, I know it's very late, but I hope all of you had a very happy Halloween. And I hope all of you have a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I guess I'll be saying with Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year again once it gets close to those holidays. So I'm going to wrap this up. So thank you all again. This is Fierce Crimson Speedster, Edward West Summers.